welcome back. So for today's video, it's my first Q&A. So I have my friend's question here and I'm just gonna answer them one by one. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's shuffle them up. Okay, first question is from Cherry Hermoso. Hi Che! Her question is, how do you deal with breakup? Oh, this is hard. Alright, breakup is hard. I mean, I would say that I would take a broken thumb than have my heart broken again. But Miss Che, I would answer it by saying, once your heart is broken, I know it's easy to say than done, but just feel the pain, accept the fact that everything has an ending, and try to give yourself a time. I know it's hard, but and knows that it's okay not to be okay. What is that means is that it's okay for now to feel the pain. You can cry, but know that you have to move forward, and it's okay to open up to your trusted friend. Like that's what I did when my heart is broken. I talked to my friend, I hung out with them, or when it's time for me to cry, I'll cry to let it out and hoping to move on. And you know, you can always message me too. I don't know what you've been through right now. I was actually surprised with your question. I was like, oh, but you know, you can always private message me, or we can do a video call, and you know, I'm always here for you. Thanks for that question. And second question is from Mayan in Texas. Her question is, what is the best thing that you've learned in this country? I think that the best thing that I've learned in this country is that it gives me an opportunity to be the better person of myself, or better version of myself. Growing up way back home and living here in the United States for almost a decade now, I can combine that experience and it made me who I am today. All right, thank you, May. Third question is from Juan in Twin Falls. Hi, Juan! And her question is, what it is like to be living in the United States after growing up in the Philippines? So I think this question is similar to May. Yes, it's totally completely different lifestyle. But all I can say is that I can use that opportunity to be the best version of myself. Like, that's all I can do. And I think both experience, I would take it as a positive way. Like, a different experience, but I don't think it's different experience in the Philippines and different lifestyle here in the United States, and I just can use it and combine it, and that's made me who I am. Well, I can go in deep with that one. So for example, growing up in the Philippines, I've never thought I would need to learn how to drive a car, because way back home there's a lot of public transportation. Like on the out of your door, when you're out on the door, there's trike, jeepneys, and a lot of public transportation. But way back out, like here in the United States, especially here in Idaho, we don't have that. So something that when I moved here, I was like, oh, I really need to learn how to drive a car, which is, it's kind of challenging, knowing that way back home I only drive a Carabao and way back here I need to learn how to drive. But it's all worth it. It was a good experience. I've never thought I can do it, but I did, and almost a decade now since I've been driving. So I think I'm a good driver now. All right, and this question is from Ariana. Her question is, what is the biggest mistakes you made in your life and what you did to make it right? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I will start by saying mistake is a mistake. There's no big or small mistakes. If you're a person that wants to grow and wants to see the light in every situation, when you did a mistakes and you want to reflect what you did wrong and you try to take a lesson from that experience, I think that's the best way you can do in order to break the habit or whatever. In that way you don't do the same mistakes over and over again. And since I'm speaking to myself here in experience, I would say it's not a mistake, but I wish if something that I could do, or if I can turn back the time, I wish I reach out to my dad before he passed away. He passed away 3 years ago, and I had a full-on relationship with him when I was in high school. He did something to my family, like especially to my mom, that hurts her and it hurts me most as well. So I have not talked to him. And you know, I also have I will admit that I had a lot of pride. That's why I didn't talk to him. But 3 years ago he passed away. It was a sudden death, and it hurts me knowing that I didn't let it go, my pride, but there's nothing I can do about it. But instead I've forgiven myself. I forgive him first, knowing that he's also a human being, and you know, just every one of us like made mistakes. And then instead I embrace the fact that no matter what, I'm not gonna be here in this world without him. And I'm just embracing that I'm really his daughter. Like sometimes, like looking in the mirror, I could see him in me, like the face, like the profile of my face. I will insert my dad photos, but you can see it. Like it's not like when I look in the mirror, I look at the mirror and I would say, oh, I look like a man because I look like my dad. No, I hope not, right? But I can see his features in me. Like I think my nose and the side of my face, like, and and also I think I got inherited my beautiful teeth. So I've never done any like denture or anything to my teeth except for cleaning, and I think I got always a compliment that I have beautiful smile and teeth, and I think I got it from my dad. And I think like a lot of my characteristic, like I'm extroverted and my dad is, because my mom is more like introvert, and my dad is so friendly. Wherever we go, people would know him. And one thing also that I've learned from my dad is to be respectful to elder people or older people. I can see that when we have family members that will come to our house for holidays or visiting us, he always like so hospitable and trying to make sure that they're comfortable while staying with us. And it doesn't matter, even to our neighbors, like he always told us, you know, we always pay attention to older people because most likely they're going to die first than us because they're older than us, and we have to be respectful to them because they're already been through a lot, or I don't know, he's just like that. And that's one thing that I really like about him. And one thing too is, one thing that I noticed is that my dad knows how to dress up. And it's like he's really have a routine for like hygiene wise, like he'll shower and always like wear nice clothes. He doesn't wear tux every day like tuxedo, but like, you know, clean. And so yeah, So that's one thing that I did, is that, you know, embracing the fact that I'm really his daughter, and just let it go, whatever happened before, because it's already been done. And I will insert to my dad's photo here, and I think he's a handsome man. You can see I'm his daughter. I'm just kidding. All right, next question is, what inspired you to create a YouTube channel? From Grace. So hi Grace, thank you. So what inspired me to create a YouTube channel? I will start by saying, at first, like, I'm really awkward on video. Like, to people that went to my wedding here, I don't even have a video. Like, that's how awkward I am, because I felt like, man, like, when it's video, there's no escape. It will capture the real you. I like pictures, but not a video. But it's more like a challenge to myself. Right before I created my YouTube channel, my good friend and I had a plan to go to San Francisco, and I really want to capture that moment and document it. But I already get complimented before at work, because we had a coworker that's going to retire, and since it's pandemic, we're going to do a video for him. For his retirement, and I did a video, but I overthink about it. I think I retook like 20 times with that 30 minutes video, but then I finally pulled it off, and I showed it to my friends, and they said, like, my video is great and I can be a YouTube. And I was like, oh, that's the first compliment I received from anyone. So and then, speaking about the trip to San Francisco, so when we had it, and I was like, oh, maybe I can create a YouTube channel to document that, because YouTube is one way to save your memories, because if it's in the phone, sometimes you can just delete it. So I thought about the compliment that I received from work, from my friends at work, and the upcoming trip to San Francisco. So in other way, first is challenge to myself, because I'm really shy in my video. I don't even have video of my wedding. That's how awkward I am. And then second is that I'm a person that I really like to build memories. Like, when my friends and I went to San Francisco, I really want to document the moments. Like, it has been my dream for me to see the Golden Gate. It's weird, but yeah, I always dream about seeing the Golden Gate. And then third is that, you know, when you're in YouTube, like I'm doing right now, is that talking to you guys, like speaking up to myself, and it's a little bit harder than a normal person that grew up here in America, because knowing that English is not my first language, like I have to think what the next word and my accent, and so better speaking to improve my speaking skills. And also my friends like you guys, I mean, really, it's when I uploaded my first YouTube video, and my friends are watching it, and they private message me and saying that they like watching me because like in the video I can move and I can laugh, and it seems like it reminds them that when we're hanging out, or it seems like we're hanging out again, just like the old good days. So yeah, friends are a big factor as well. I know I like say it last, but it's not actually the least one, because actually friends are the one who keep me going, to keep going, uploading a video, and to motivate me. So, and I like interacting with friends, and I know guys, I miss you all. I always say I miss you all, but you know, life brought me here far, but I'm glad like we can still be connected to each other. All right guys, next question. Next question is, okay, from Jan. Hi Janelle! She's my elementary and high school best friend. And her question is, what are the achievements that you are most proud of? So I would start by saying, there's no big or small achievement. Achievement is achievement as long as you feel good, you're proud of it, and it makes you feel good to yourself. And for me, that's an achievement. And but one thing that stood out is that when I was 14 years old, second year high school, our teacher, our math teacher, Mrs. Paldo, it always been her thing that she would ask her student to draw your high school dream house. So I don't know how to draw, but I have a friend that knows how. So I asked him to draw a house, like a house, but it was inspired that I want to give that house to my mom. And I told my mom about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna build this for you, and this is gonna be your house. And I don't know, I'm just like a dreamer, but I'm just a typical dreamer. So 9 years later, you know, I made it happen. I was lucky that my first job here in United States, I landed in like I would say like a best paying job here in Idaho, and I made it happen at age 23, which at age 23 at age 23 was 7 years ago, because I'm 30 now. I'm just kidding. So and I built it happen, and I think I won't gonna say most proud of, but it was just cute because I was just a 14-year-old, second year high school, and I just dream about it. But 9 years later, I can make it happen, which is I did, and I feel good about it. That's the most thing, even if it's small or big achievement, as long as you feel good, because that's how I felt. I felt good that knowing that it's a nice house, that if there's typhoon or any flood, like my mom is safe. And I will insert that high school dream house. And to anyone that my classmates or under Mrs. Paldo, you know what I'm talking about, guys, because she always asks her student to do this. All right, guys, I think I'd answer all the question here. So I will wrap it up this video by saying I thank everyone who participated this Q&A video of mine, and I wish that I satisfied all your questions. And I would like to say that I'm a type of a person that I approach life in positive way. So I probably answered the question in a positive way as well, but it doesn't mean that I don't get sad, or I don't want to come off like I mastered life or I never get sad. No, it's not like that. I've dealt a lot of stuff as well, and I have a lot of, you know, challenges, but I think being a positive way in life had helped me, and I will just go with that. All right, guys, and to new subscriber as well, I wish that it would you will get to know me more, and I don't know, I wish you like the video, and bye, guys.